30 seconds and we're beginning. Make sure you've got your kettlebell, the lightest one probably at the ready, but you can build it up. If your kettlebell's too heavy, you can use a water bottle. We're doing Turkish get-ups tonight. The first exercise is not a Turkish get-up though. Low intensity workout, okay? We've got 8 exercises. We're going to be working 30 seconds on each exercise with 30 seconds rest. It's going to feel like a holiday. It's going to feel so easy. So work hard. The first exercise is side to side taps. So it's going to be tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, tap, okay? Go. Now, you've obviously going to have to use the space you've got. So if you're in your living room and you ain't got much space, you can literally just go tap, 1, 2, tap, 1, 2, okay? If you can do 3, do 3. If you can do 4, do 4. If you've got a huge garden, don't even think about doing 10. Keep it at 4 max, okay? Now, look at me. I'm pushing my hips back to touch. I'm not being lazy. I'm not just leaning over, okay? So from the side, I'm pushing my hips back. Relax. 30 seconds rest. So that's got the heart rates up. In between this, okay, we've got stacks of time. Walk around. Keep yourself moving. Remember, the purpose of this circuit is to be lower intensity, okay? Plenty of rest. So focus on your breathing and don't be lazy. Next exercise is a reverse lunge. So step back, thrust, okay? Changing legs each time. Stand by, go, big step back. So again, key points on the lunge, whether it's a forward lunge or a reverse one like we're doing. We're stepping back far enough to get that shin at 90 degrees. With the thrust, you're literally trying to, it's a thrust for a reason, okay? It's not lifting the leg up, it's a thrust. So try and be explosive, be powerful. And there's your 30 seconds already, have a rest. Next exercise. You're going to do high knees and squats and combine them into a combination. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy? Pretty simple. 4 high knees into 2 squats. 5 seconds. Stand by. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. The best squats you can. So make sure you're actually setting up for a good squat. So don't be giving it this, trying to go real fast. It's not a jumping jack jump squat. Getting the heart rate up. Position yourself for a good squat. Easy, eh? Good work. So it's a good one. It's getting the heart rate up, but also those squats, those bodyweight squats are helping loosen off those legs if they're feeling tight. This is where we're going to transition now. Kettlebell, Turkish get-ups, and I want you to start with the right arm. It's going to be 30 seconds of the right arm, 30 seconds rest, and then 30 seconds of the left arm. Stand by, get your kettlebell up because we're going in 5 seconds. You start in 5. Stand by, go. Again, if you don't know how to do these, you've obviously missed the boat. Okay, I've been saying for ages now to get them practiced because I have done the instructional video. And this is where it's a good exercise. No matter what your goal is of the workout, go light. It's good for loosening us off. It's good for warming us up. Go heavy, and it's great for building strength, total body strength. And like I say, it'll highlight to you any weaknesses, highlight them, but also solve them. So again, if you're starting to feel a bit more confident with these, start to add a bit more weight than normal, okay? But you should not be breaking form, okay? So I don't want you using a kettlebell that's causing you to go, okay? Punch, straight arm, towards the sky at all times. Do not rush these. You'll see I am going pretty fast, and they do. All the positions, the transitions blend, but that happens naturally when you've been doing them a wee while. Don't try to be fast. Being fast will happen naturally when you're happy with how to do them. Relax. So you should be getting equal reps done per arm, and you should be getting roughly to the same position. Put your kettlebell out the way. Next exercise is a press up with a T rotation. The T being that thoracic spine. So I'm going to do one press up, and then I'm going to keep my core tight, and I'm going to rotate through. I'm going to do another one, and then I'm going to rotate the other way. Stand by, everybody. Go. Press up, straight arm. I want you to keep those arms straight. Fingertips, point them. Okay? Don't do it half-assed. Rotate, keep your eye on the hand. Again, these can be done on the knees. No bother at all. Exactly the same. Okay, on the knees, as you can see. So keep the control there. Good one for loosening off that upper back. Good upper body in general, really. Right, next one is a lie down, stand up. What? How on earth did that make it a low intensity workout? Who knows? Who knows? Who writes these things? I don't even know. Right, a lie down, stand up. This is where I want people to now start practicing the more dynamic version. Okay, and what I mean by that is squatting down, kicking out. Okay, see how I'm doing that? I'm squatting down onto the hands, kicking out. Massive bit of work on the core there. Arms out, go. And then the reversal. So try it. Okay, falling back, kicking the legs out. Straight arms, throw the arms. Jump in to the bottom of a squat. Now obviously you're going to need a decent level of mobility, otherwise it ain't going to work. Kick out, and this is where you'll start to realise how much you're missing out on a great exercise if you're just rolling onto your side and coming up in one leg. Relax, because the amount of work we're using the core for here on the kick out, then obviously the sit up, but then when we're jumping up, okay, when my legs are floating, that's where core is working big time. Next exercise is spot sprints, but we're going to be punching, okay? So rather than giving it this, I want you punching. Coordination. I'll do it from the side to start with. Fast feet. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, I'd rather you didn't make a fist. Flick the fingers. It's going to help keep those shoulder blades relaxed, keep the shoulders relaxed. We're not trying to break anything. Okay, we're not putting too much force on the elbows with this. Just want you to move as fast as you can. So instead of doing that, go. Make sure these feet are moving fast. Make sure your arms are punching and getting pulled in. Pull the hand in. Don't just give it that all the way. Relax. Well, believe it or not, everybody, round 1 done. Round 1 done, 8 exercises in the bag. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, good news, we're doing it another 2 times. So this is where, on the Turkish get-ups, you can start going up the weight a wee bit if you like. But again, it has to be sensible. Okay, we have to be sensible. Okay, right, everybody ready to go again? I sure am. Stand by. We're going to go in 30 seconds. Get a drink of water, if you need it, of course. You might not. Focus on your breathing, and again, this is probably a wee bit more intense than your average low intensity workout because my heart rate's up higher than it normally is. But it's nice and fun, so stop your moaning. I can see all sorts of gestures getting thrown at me on live. How dare you? How dare you? Right, so the first exercise in 10 seconds is we're side to side touches. Okay, use the space you've got, minimum of 2. I'm sure everybody's got a living room big enough to let them go 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. I've got all this space, it's great. Good. There's a reason I don't do it at home. Good, right, let's go. So try to be fast with the feet. And remember, push the hips back to get down. So I'm still keeping my back fairly straight here, okay? Push back, feel the stretch out in the hammies, the glutes. Try to be fast. Nice, okay, good. So we've got the heart rate up. We've got all that fresh oxygen pumping around and blood pumping into the muscles now. Recovery. Okay, this is all this is, active recovery. Right. Next exercise is our reverse lunge. with a thrust, okay? So I want you to really focus on stepping up through with that knee, okay? Don't just lift it, but try and get some power into it. 3, 2, 1, go. So it's controlled. And as always, you're going as fast as you can to keep the control there. Now you can hear me exhaling on the thrust. It's going to encourage power. Explosive, breath out. Good. If it's no machines, it's blooming wains. Can I get peace here? Need to go move to the country. Right, anyway, far away into the country. Right, next exercise, 4 high knees and 2 squats. So again, it's not a quick transition. Set yourself up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Set yourself up and go. Don't take all day, but you get the point. 5 seconds. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plant the feet. 1, 2. Get the knees all the way up. Best squats you can. Get the knees all the way up. Plant the feet. Good, and relax. Nicely done. Right, Turkish get-ups, starting with the right arm. Again, make sure that elbow stays locked out. Make sure you keep your eye on that kettlebell. And the beauty of this is you'll know you're doing it wrong, because if you let it sway and you're holding a heavy weight, you're gonna feel it. Okay, focus, concentrate, don't rush it, get it done properly. Stand by, go. Keep the center of gravity with that kettlebell. Keep that central line. Keep that arm locked out all times. And it's easier if you just keep your eye on the kettlebell, which is why we practice so many times without it, because then we've got the muscle memory and we don't need to really look. We don't need to look where we're going with our hand and our feet and all that, because we've done it enough times to develop that muscle memory. So all our eyes and focus is on the kettlebell always, okay? Beautiful, okay. Set yourself up, because we're just about to go. 10 seconds again. Get that kettlebell, get that arm and lock it out, okay? Plant that foot. Helps if you plant it just outside the butt as close as you can. Go. Make sure the core's tight. Anytime you are leaning over to the side, the core is tight, okay? We need to be thinking about that. We need to protect that lower back. We need to make sure that we're keeping everything solid. And that is exactly why, again, you don't just go and rush in with a heavy kettlebell. It shouldn't be about brute force. It's very much technique and muscle memory. Relax, put the kettlebell off to the side. Shake your arms out. Shoulders will be a wee bit tired after that, depending on what you've just used. And now it's press ups with that T rotation. Again, keep the fingertips, keep the arm locked out, keep the fingertips pointed, and maintain that throughout the whole twist. 5 seconds and the reps begin, so make sure you're good to go when that buzzer goes. 3, 2, begin. Keep the core tight. Don't let the body sink. Don't lift it up. Hips solid, core tight. Focus on a full range, going as far as you can, but maintaining that straight arm. Good, nicely done. Oh, that's a lie down stand up. Again, try it. Okay, please try it. You might not be able to squat to depth, you might only be able to get to about here, and you can't go down. That's where have the confidence to fall onto your hands. but that does take practice. I don't want people hurting themselves. From here, this position here, kick out. Okay, that's all that is. It's a kick out. Well, I'm starting lying down. You're starting standing up. Go. So a lie down stand up in its truest form is a deep squat followed by sit up. Okay, so we're working the legs massively and the glutes from that depth that we're coming out of, big time, as well as the core. Why did I put these in tonight? Two reasons. Two reasons I put these in tonight. Because I love them? No, that's not one. That's three reasons. Number one, technique practice. Give people a chance to start doing it the proper way. Practice it when it's slow paced. But also, it's a very good exercise for loosening us all off. We're going to the depths of a squat. And we're standing all the way up. 5 seconds, spot sprint, punches. Okay? Fast feet, stand by. Go. So again, with these arms, you're locking them out, but pulling them straight back in. Okay, so as soon as you punch and those fingertips flick, pull the arm back in fast. Okay, I don't want to see this. Okay, it's none of this crap. Pull it all the way in. You should almost be punching yourself on the chest. Okay? Easy enough. Go as fast as you can, but maintain those punches. Again, we're keeping it open-fisted because it will help keep everything relaxed up top. And believe it or not, run through number 2's done. God, where does the time go? Right, so much fun. Walk around, catch your breath, and get yourself set up. Well done, everyone. Okay, this is the last run through, believe it or not. But hopefully, again, the purpose of the lower intensity workouts is to maybe meet you at a point during the week when you're feeling pretty sore, pretty tired. You probably wouldn't choose to do a workout if it wasn't for it being low intensity. Or you probably think, God, I kind of need a rest. But then at the same time, you know that if you sit and do hee-haw, you'll probably be stiffer all the more for it tomorrow, okay? 30 seconds and we go for run through number 2. No, we don't, it's run through number 3, okay? So it's not too intense. This workout isn't going to demand recovery after it, okay? You shouldn't really be finding that you're sore. Turkish get-ups are new to us. They are weighted, so you might find that they are making your shoulders and back and core and everything just a wee bit tender the next day. But on the whole, you should feel like, you know, this has loosened you off. It's got the blood flowing, it's cleared your head. Everything just feels a bit better than it did before you started, okay? But you don't feel done in after it. Go side to side, side to side. Stop talking, man. Right, come on. Work with me here. So this is the last run through. Go for it, get it done. Work as hard as you can. Nice and light on these toes, nice and fast. Push the hips back, touch the ground. Straight back up. Beautiful. Nearly there already. Relax, walk around. Good. And also, because I get rudely interrupted by the timer, beginners or people whose fitness is a bit lower, you'll probably find this one a bit more enjoyable. But in saying that, most of us will find this one a bit more enjoyable. Because every workout doesn't have to be all out, flat out, you know, gasping for air. You might be like that right now, but the chances are we're getting plenty of rest. Reverse lunge to thrust, go. 30 seconds work, 30 seconds rest. You're going to get a chance to compose yourself before the next exercise. So when we're thrusting up through, try to keep the core tight, try and keep the body upright. And again, I'm not emphasising my breathing. This is how we should be breathing, explosively. Right, okay, next exercises were high knees times 4, followed by our 2 squats. Really focus on those squats, especially if your legs are sore, your legs are tired. Really focus on keeping your form and hitting as much depth as you can. And using them as an active stretch as well, because that is what we're doing. We're still getting that stretch and flexibility improved as long as we're maintaining form. Stand by, high knees. Nearly there, nearly there. Beautiful. Right, Turkish get-ups, right hand. Stand by, set yourself up. I'm really glad we bit the bullet and started doing these, because it might feel very thought out about just now, but it might not. But once you get into the swing of these and you get good at them, you'll get good at everything else as a result, especially when you start getting stronger. Go. So again, you're working through so many different planes of movement here, transitioning, using so many different muscle groups. You're going to start identifying any weakness in these transitions, in different movements. How do you address it? Keep doing the movement. But more than anything, it's great for strengthening up the shoulders and helping us learn to create that stability in my shoulder, okay? Now this is where if you do struggle to get your arm up, like so, without that happening, I really cannot urge you enough. We need to be getting that addressed, okay? So that overhead mobility overhaul video that's just not long been done a couple of days ago, you really need to be getting into that, because if you're struggling to lock that arm out, you're going to be putting your body in a weird position. Stand by. Go. So if I'm struggling to lock my arm out, I might well be locking it out but not straight above my head, or I might have it above my head but I'm severely overextending my lower back. And these are things you might not even realise you're doing. So if you can't keep the arm locked out and keep the shoulder blade down and the arm in the socket, that's quite dangerous over time, okay? So I cannot emphasise that enough. If you're looking up at your arm and it looks a bit like a helter-skelter, get the mobility classes done. Good. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. Right, okay, next exercise is our press-ups with that T rotation. Now that overhead overhaul was only part of the package, okay? There's still a lot more to come with that overhead stuff because there's that many different ways to address it. Press-ups with a T rotation. 5 seconds. Stand by. 3, 2, get ready, go. Again, arm locked out, fingertips pointed. Keep everything tight. Take it as far as you can, but no more than vertical. Okay, so don't go beyond that. Otherwise we're going to start falling over and hurt myself. Nicely done, good work. Right, next exercise, lie down, stand up. Exercise number 7. 2 exercises left and we're done. And again, hopefully you're keeping up with this all right. Got a sweat on, heart rate's not too high. If it is, you're recovering in time before the next exercise. And more than anything, you just feel a bit more switched on. Okay, so stand by for a lie down, stand up. Go. And again, practice. This is the time. The low intensity workouts are the time to practice technique. Don't just give up on it. Don't just say, oh no, I can't do it, and go back to your old ways. Give it a good bash. Okay, realise that if you are trying something new for the first time, chances are you're not very good at it. No one is. How do we get better? How do we get better? We keep practicing, okay? That's how we get better. So if there are areas you're struggling with, keep practicing. Those areas will catch up. Those areas will strengthen up. Okay, but chances are they won't strengthen up if you keep doing it the old way. 15 seconds, last exercise. Spot, sprint, punches. And then we're done. And then we're done. It's been such a quick night. I'm saying that's not really. Right, stand by. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go for it. Again, focus on your punches. Make sure you're locking out, but keeping the shoulders in. Don't overreach. Move the hands as fast as you can. Move the feet as fast as you can. Pull them all the way in. Okay? Pull in, punch, punch, punch. Make sure you're keeping nice and tall, nice and proud. Good. 30 seconds, walk around. Well done here. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that tonight. Again, low intensity workout. It's aimed at beginners, people just getting into it, but also it's aimed at everybody, okay? So for a lot of people, that would have felt all right, okay? There may be points when your heart rate got up, but I don't think we should be fatiguing. Again, depends what kettlebell you were using there. But more than anything, that's aimed at just getting you going, getting you moving, okay? You might be midweek, halfway through your session, halfway through your training week, and you're pretty stiff, pretty sore, okay? And that serves as a good active recovery as well. Again, unless it's your first ever circuit, or first few ever circuits, then yeah, you're going to be sore and you're going to find you need recovery. But for most people keeping up with this now, you'll find that this just serves in a good way to get you moving, loosen you off, clear the head, make you feel better, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, you feel good. Right, have a good night and I'll see you when I see you. Thank you very much.